DtermiNATION!
Okay,
Hello?
we're good.
Oh, god damn it, Jesse!
Sorry. It was a long day.
Oh, goes the
This
hell.
is my last fight.
Hello, everybody. This is Dakota, Jesse, Peter, and GT!
Hello.
On the third... I almost said annual.
It's not
It is not annual in any way. This is the third DtermiNATION podcast. Welcome in, everybody. Have a seat. And sit back with a nice fine glass of wine like JT's doing.
And Jade.
Is it good?
Not really.
Oh, did you hear that? Mm.
It is good. It's White Side of the Moon. JT, White Side of the Moon.
I'm not a big white wine person.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Well, if DePietro gets the rest, then you can.
Yeah.
Just-
It's not.
So yeah, we're gonna be recording 2 podcasts today, but we're going to save the.
Don't reveal the
Oh,
secrets.
they're gonna know. They're gonna know already, but we just need to explain to them. We're gonna be shooting 2 today, but the second one we're gonna be talking about like personal stuff. So if you came here for that, sorry, we're not gonna talk about that.
Too
stuff today.
bad.
You're gonna have to wait for the next one. But today we're gonna be talking about just like things that are happening in the news and stuff. Because then that way when we release the second one, people aren't going to be like, why are they talking about the Star Wars trailer 3
like a
months
month
after it
ago.
came out? Yeah. On that note, the Star Wars trailer just came out like a week and a
I
half
was gonna say,
ago.
it was kind of late even at this point.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
still something that I would like
I've
to
never
discuss.
seen, like, I have art pages like on Facebook.
Yeah.
I never seen so many people paint something because of a lightsaber that looked
Yeah.
cool.
So
Yeah,
many
there's
people
so
are
many
upset
fucking
about that.
They are so butthurt. And you know what? Fuck them. I'm very pleased with that
I'm
design.
cautiously optimistic of the movie.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you gotta be that way when it comes to something that's like so important to so
It's
many
gonna be
people.
visually
You gotta
good.
just give them a chance. Let them.
It'll look good.
Oh,
Can't
the
be
way-
absolutely.
any
It's gonna
worse
look
than
great.
1 through 3. So.
See,
I
I,
like-
never
I
really
like
had a problem
3.
with 1 through 3.
3, I like
3 was okay.
It had barely, it had like a
Barely
quarter,
any Jar Jar Binks in
yeah,
it.
a quarter of a minute.
He
He
of
was
Jar
Jar
he
Jar.
was in
Jar
there for
Jar.
like 30 seconds. He was a diplomat or something at the
Yeah.
end, and he was all like, "Hoo-doo-goo-doo-doo."
Guys, what was wrong with episode 1?
Go home.
Get the fuck out of here. Children actors. That's what's wrong with.
There's a lot of
I
things.
remember I watched
and a
Plinkett's-
lot of Jar Jar Binks was
Plinkett's
a
review.
large
Yeah.
majority. Of
like Plinkett's review. I don't know if you ever saw the Red Letter Media.
Jesus.
They're
Yeah.
hilarious. All their other
You probably
stuff.
should you could put a link in that or something.
oh, in the wink dump.
And the doobly fucking
In the
dude.
doobly doo.
Yeah, but he had videos of behind the scenes with George Lucas. He's like, it's Jar Jar Binks. He's like Bugs Bunny of like the Star Wars universe. He like said that, and he's
Yeah.
like, this is what's wrong.
What's wrong with your face?
What's wrong with your face?
But yeah, people have been bitching about that lightsaber. Did you see the video of Stephen Colbert going after
Yeah.
the people that were like bitching about it?
No, I didn't.
He's like, I am the original Star Wars fan. Like, he apparently was one of the first people to see Star Wars when it came out. Like, he won a ticket to go see it 2 weeks before it came out.
That's crazy.
So he's like, I'm literally a bigger fan than anyone else on the planet by 2 weeks. And he went after the people that were bitching about the lightsaber, and he drew a fucking diagram to explain how it would work. And I was like, this guy is like...
Stephen Colbert is the best.
Destroying
person ever.
everybody.
he was like, guys, it's a fucking lightsaber. Like, just take what you're seeing here, but put it down on the sides. Like, it's all shooting from one spot. And basically what he said was, somewhere in that centerpiece, it's all
They're connected.
generating from the same
Yeah.
spot.
It's a crystal that.
Yeah,
makes
so
a
it
lightsaber.
shoots that way and this way.
And then the
So
covering
in
is
those the metal piece that people are like, someone could just cut through that and cut your fingers off or whatever.
Yeah.
The beams have to go through that. So there's a beam going through there. So even if the blade comes down and hits that, it's gonna be lightsaber on lightsaber
Yeah,
again.
that's what it's.
Actually, I never thought about that part with the beam in the metal.
Yeah, and people were like,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
forgot.
metal. A lightsaber's gonna cut straight through that. They're
And then
like,
they
the
poop everywhere.
beam comes out of that pipe. Like, it's gonna be beam on beam, and then yeah, that metal's gonna have to be replaced quite often.
Yeah.
But people have already shown designs where like the top piece of the metal isn't there. Like they just put it on the bottom for like decoration or whatever.
Yeah.
But I like it because it's really medieval in
I
comparison
like
to
the way the lightsaber looks. Like it's not just a beam like white.
It's
and
like
a gradient.
pointed.
It's pointed like and it like shimmers and it's like
waves and
wait.
shit.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a
looking.
different type of light. Other thing, I would like to point out that I'm really excited to see that stormtroopers are not just all clones now.
Well,
it's so far into the future.
Stormtroopers
that
never
it's like,
were all clones. It
Only,
was, they
towards the
the
end
rebels
of the-
destroyed the clone place. So they
yeah,
have
but
a-
I'm saying like there's still in the universe there was
Oh, yeah, there's still.
for a very long time, like even though they had stopped doing that, it was still clones were still a thing.
Oh yeah.
But now they've gone into the future a few like it's because all the main cast is still in this one, right? But they're
Right.
just like older now.
Yeah.
So it's been how many years?
I think it says 30 years.
Yeah. So now it's to the point where it's like not only do we have not a clone, but also black men can get work there in the future.
This is good.
This is good news for the future.
We are going past
Well,
our
that
roots.
or what if he's doing kind of what like Luke and Han did in Episode 4, where they stole.
Oh, you think?
costumes.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that.
Because there's a reason.
Well,
they
then
showed
in that case, then I am not going to support this movie because that's extremely racist for them to be like, let's get a black guy to come in and steal a stormtrooper outfit, and then he'll rob a convenience store. Like,
So can we
And
just?
he'll yell.
Rick. That's fucked up. We can't do that right now. Put a link in the description.
That's fucked up.
Okay, alright, so we're gonna move on. What do we want to talk about now?
I had an idea to talk about, but now I forgot.
Way to go.
Thanks.
The Mad Max Fury Road trailer.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
It's
did you
really
see
good.
that yet?
That looked good. Yeah, I watched it over your shoulder like 30 minutes ago.
Oh,
And he was like,
Yeah,
"This is
you came
awesome."
in halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
that
was
did look
skeptical
good.
about it at first because it's how many years later Mel Gibson's not in it, but
Right.
it looks really good.
Can we just address the fact that how many movie remakes are happening?
A lot.
Uh-huh.
It's happening a lot.
Terminator's happening again.
Oh yeah. Did
Yeah,
you see
he's
that
coming
one?
in for another
The
one.
trailer?
I didn't see it. I heard in film class that it was. I can't remember who was doing it, but they're in the back row and they're just listening. Dun, 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 let's watch it again.
Dun, 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 dun.
I
Oh,
was
let's watch
like-
it again. Dun, 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 dun,
I was
dun.
just like-
That's the whole trailer. It's just like 4 seconds of dun, dun,
It was a
dun,
teaser,
dun,
so
dun.
it was short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger posted a video onto his Facebook page of him fucking playing that song, but like off of stuff. Like he's sitting there and he's eating breakfast and like reading a newspaper or whatever, and he
Yes.
picks up a spoon and he
Dun,
plays it
dun,
off
dun,
the
dun.
like coffee.
So it's kind of
cup
like
or
the Mandark
Ching, ching,
episode
ching,
of Dexter where he's
yes, with that. But everything is that.
Yeah,
Yes, that was a good episode. Oh my god, our description's gonna be fucking riddled with things that we said. But yeah, Mad Max trailer looked awesome. I really liked the color stuff that they were doing with that. The color correction looked really good.
And
Everything
Tom
had, like,
Hardy's
this
in it.
red
He's a
tone.
very good
Is
actor.
he gonna sound like Bane again? I would like that.
I always thought that he sounded like a chicken.
Batman. What?
Batman.
Where are the seeds, Batman?
Or I guess he's more of like a parrot with a mask on.
That's why he didn't want to show his. He had
I
a
am
weird, he had a weird
Gotham's
beat
reference.
face.
Yeah, see, and fucking.
I want a cracker.
Then you have my permission to die. Like that's Bane, 100% accurate. I could have ADR'd that scene for him.
I can see it.
But yeah, then Mad Max. What was the other thing that we were jumping the gun there for a second. We talked about like 3 topics like on top of each other.
I don't even know where we are right now. Let's start over.
Anyone seen any good movies recently?
I haven't seen movies recently at all.
The last
As
movie
JD's
that
been
I
binging.
saw was I saw the new Hunger Games.
Oh, I'm
Like,
sorry to hear that.
I didn't see the first Hunger Games.
Pretty good actually.
Yeah, so I've heard.
I really enjoyed the first one, but everyone was bitching and complaining because they were like, "Oh, the book had a lot more murder and stuff in
Oh,
it."
that's you always.
There's
And
not
I'm
enough
like,
murder.
and I was like,
Jesus.
there are a bunch of kids and stuff. Like, it's okay to imply, but also there was a lot of people getting murdered and stuff in the.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know really about the argument, but They were just like, there needs to be more 8-year-old children getting stabbed. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The book and the movie always differ. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
gonna
That's
be
the way that
exactly
it's
the same.
always going to be. Because you're never, ever going to get a book that translates into a movie perfectly.
Right.
Because you're going to end up with a 13 fucking hour long movie.
Well,
if
speaking
you do
of that, Hobbit coming out soon.
We're doing it again. We're overlaying topics
This
here.
works, though.
Let's finish one topic and then move on.
But did
Keep
anyone
the Hobbit on the back
read
burner.
the script for the Halo movie that was supposed to happen?
Oh my god, we're doing it again. Keep that.
What did
Halo
he
movie,
just say?
Hobbit.
Got it. I'm holding it
Where
there.
were we talking?
Hold it up.
We were talking about something before that, though. Before the Hobbit.
The Terminator?
What was I
Hunger
talking
Games.
about? Terminator! Oh, Jesus. The Hunger Games. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about Terminator.
Terminator. Hold your hand up. Terminator.
Terminator.
Okay, I am talking about what? The Hunger Games. So I saw the new Hunger Games. Really good. I enjoyed it. And it wasn't another... I was kind of a little worried about what was going to happen, because that is one time where I did not read the books.
Listen, we're going to need to talk about the Hobbit soon. I don't know how long I
yes,
hold my hand up.
But yeah, I didn't know
up.
anything. I didn't know anything about
This is the Hobbit.
the book, so I was a little worried that the third one was just going to be another, like, here we go, she goes in and she fights a bunch of people in an arena, and then it's like, oh yeah, she survived. And I was like, oh great, this is going to be the exact same thing over and over again. But actually, there was very little murder in that movie. There was a lot of like politics and diplomacy and stuff, and it was still really interesting to watch.
I watched Divergent. A lot of people said that was like a cheap knockoff of
We're doing it.
Hunger Games. They said
Put the other
it's
hand
kind
up.
of a similar
It's okay, we're done,
concept,
we're
but
moving.
Right. I like the idea though. Anytime where we just get an arena or some type of contest where people fight to the death, I'm cool. I'll watch whatever movie. Okay, Terminator. Yeah. Did we?
Oh,
was
I
there
get to
anything
put his hand
specific?
down?
I really didn't have anything
Was
to
there
add.
anything?
to Terminator.
Okay, there's not really
Can I
anything
change the
to
topic
add.
thought
to
you were
Jurassic
Terminator.
World?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about riding motorcycles with raptors.
With raptors.
Oh, now we're on Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World.
Put your hand up.
Chris-
You didn't put your hand up yet.
Chris Pratt, and he's all like, and they're all like, we're best friends. Let's go beat up something. That's what that movie's
And
gonna
it's
be.
like SeaWorld, they feeded shark to a fucking giant dinosaur. Leaps out of the water,
Totally
splashes the
couldn't
crowd,
jump up and into the crowd, yeah.
and just start killing everyone.
I'm barely hearing what we're talking about right now.
Chris Pratt,
Yeah.
in Jurassic World,
Yeah.
is going to be a combination
Yeah.
of Aquaman on land with dinosaurs mixed with Indiana Jones. That's what's gonna be. So it's like, he's riding on a motorcycle and there's raptors and they're like, let's go fuck some shit up
This
for
is a
Chris
movie?
Pratt. Yeah,
is
that's
the
the
movie, yeah.
movie. Yeah.
I
Anyway,
think the only original
it's-
character in it from the first ones is B.D. Wong, who played the scientist who was like, oh yeah, these are the eggs we have. And that was all he really
Damn it. I was kind of hoping that they would get, Jeff Goldblum.
We all know you're obsessing with Jeff Goldblum.
I do not have an obsession with Jeff Goldblum.
Wait,
I just use
What's
him.
wrong with Jeff Goldblum? I agree, he's great.
What was that face? You were like,
You got something to
I hope people know that I'm sarcastic.
No, I like
No,
Jeff
I don't
Goldblum.
have anything wrong with Jeff Goldblum. But what I'm saying
Funny
is I'm not
intimidating.
obsessed with him. I'm just saying he's a funny and random person to use as a censor bar. And I do that a lot in videos where anytime that we need to censor something, immediate Jeff Goldblum face. Like any random picture of Jeff Goldblum I can find on the internet. Yes, your turn. The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
Hobbit.
Yeah. It's coming out.
Are we
I'm
going
pretty
on
excited.
the night before it actually comes out?
Midnight release?
Yeah, we did that every other
I'm
time.
probably going to go with my dad and brother.
And then we
because that's
immediately
our
go to
thing.
the cabin.
Oh, you
That
guys
actually
are going
happened
to the
every time.
cabin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss the cabin again.
It's a good time.
Okay, they can come to
Anyway,
the cabin.
what I was going to say about The Hobbit.
Yes, let's watch the.
Oh, come on.
Yes, let's watch the trailer right now.
Oh, we don't need to watch it. Put that in the link. I was gonna say, like, I thought about it whenever you thought, like, you mentioned how if they made a movie into a book, it would be
Yes.
stupid long.
Yes.
So they made Hobbit into. It's a small book. I get it,
Yes.
but they made it into 3 books, and they added some extra stuff, sure. But
So-
so many people are bitching.
Yeah.
It's
I like it.
This is too much. And then when they make movies like Lord of the Rings, this is too
Yeah, people are never gonna be happy. That's the thing. If you read the book, if people read the book, they need to understand, because that's the thing. There's no such thing as a person who reads books and likes movies. People will say that they like books, and there's people that will say that they like movies, and they can sometimes be the same person, but they fucking lie. Because anytime that you read a book and you like a book, there's a, like, it's like a fucking, I don't even know. What's a super rare thing? It's a super rare...
Uranium?
Piece. People are like uranium. Because, I don't know, book people who like adventure are different than movie people who like adventure. It's two completely different animals. So when someone watches a movie and they go, that was awesome, and there's always going to be that one person who's like, this was nothing like the book, I am upset. Because I spent like a week and a half in high school just doing nothing but reading this book, and it was great, and blah, blah, blah.
And then I watched the movie.
Books are written way different than movies, because movies need things to happen in them. Books do not need things. You can spend 13 chapters describing the road that they are walking on, and nothing can happen. It's a different feel. People need things to be described to them. In film, not so much. And there's just certain things that do not translate well into film, like Tom Bombadil. Glad they cut that fucking guy out of the movie, because if they would have put him in the fucking movie, I would have been pissed off. He's a guy, right? Pietro, follow me on this one. He's wizard.
He just starts. He comes
and he can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. He's like a time god or some shit, and he can just do whatever he wants whenever. There's literally no limitations to his abilities. And they're like, why don't you help us take the ring to the... I don't know why they're Mickey Mouse. Why don't you help us take the ring to the mountain? And he's like, I'm busy arm wrestling bears or whatever. Like, just stupid. He's like, I'm cool. Woo! Hey! I'm like, this is a stupid character. I do not want him in the movie, because Tom Bombadil is one of those characters that it's made up by the kid that you grew up with, who's an asshole. He's the kid who invites you over to play a game that he made up, and then you start to win, and he changes the rules immediately.
Okay, yeah, I'm winning.
See, I can't lose because I'm invincible. And you're like, well, then why the fuck are we playing a game then if you can't lose? And he's like, because I have fun. Like, that's the... Tom Bombadil was made by a kid like that. Like, you can't lose. Tom Bombadil cannot lose at anything, which makes him a stupid character, which is why I don't like Superman. I know they write in stuff where it's like, oh, Superman, he's the green rocks. But, but yeah, I get that. That's his weakness. But literally, they wrote in a really shitty idea, because at first, when Superman came out, they needed a character that was unstoppable. Yeah. They needed someone to raise up the hopes of the people, because they were dealing with fucking depression and World War II or whatever. And so they made Superman. Everyone loves Superman. And then eventually they were like, this is shitty writing. We need him to be weak against something. And then Kryptonite and other things. Batman.
Weak to Batman.
Yeah. But, no,
but,
yeah. I'm sorry.
That reminds me. No. I was going further.
Oh, okay.
You were talking about, like, the overpowered characters. Like, you can't lose.
Absolutely.
There was this manga I was reading. It was called One Punch.
Anime? Always. Almost every single character is one of those.
Well, I know, but hear me out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
So, he was called One Punch Man. That's the series. It's called One Punch Man.
Yeah.
And it's about a guy who is so strong. He
just punches
everything
once,
is,
and it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
It's
a story about him trying to find a good opponent, essentially.
Right.
So, it's like, sure, he's overpowered.
But they made it a part of the story, which is a little better. Like, he himself is like, I'm just looking for one guy who can beat the shit
and he's like,
out of me.
this is going to happen? And he's like, shit.
That's cool, because they put it, they're like, yes, this guy, he wants to find that one person. Which makes you think maybe he will eventually, whatever. Superman, no. When something bad happens to Superman, you're like, he's fucking Superman. He's going to live. Yeah. Obviously, he can jump over a building, but he can fly. They can jump over a skyscraper with a single bound and or fly around it.
Why don't you just go through it, man?
You can fly around the earth in reverse time.
Listen, I'm not going to call anyone out, but I had an ex who was exactly like this, who
jumped
anime.
over skyscrapers and ran faster than bullets.
She loved anime, and she made her own anime all the manga. Sorry, I'm
Whatever.
showing my American.
People might.
I'm showing my American.
My American.
But yeah, she drew her own manga stuff, and all of her, you could tell because like what she liked to do was like have her friends make a character for her to put into the thing. You could tell which ones were her characters because her characters were unstoppable. Like bad things would happen in the manga, but
they're okay.
But they were always okay. And it's like, why the fuck do you think people would want to watch and or read this if there's no dilemma, if you're not worried for the character, then why you give a shit? Which is why I love movies that they don't give a fuck about their characters, or like The Walking Dead.
Like
they don't
Game
give
of
a
Thrones.
fuck.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Anything where they're like, I don't give a fuck if you like this. I don't give a shit if you like him. He's dead now. Red Wedding. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Purple Wedding.
That's why I like Game of Thrones so much is that
they don't give a fuck.
Like
and
every show, even like Walking Dead to a certain point, the main characters have this bubble. And this is their safety bubble, and they don't get hurt. But Game of Thrones, that bubble isn't real, and and if something bad happens, they're dead.
You'd be surprised with The Walking Dead, though.
I haven't followed recently.
I think they're just waiting for. Yeah.
Okay.
They've just been waiting for. I don't know if we should say spoilers and then talk about it. We won't talk about it.
Talk about it off mic.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. But there's a lot of people that are. There's been some. We'll say it without spoiling. There's been some recent character developments that led to certain people getting murdered.
Some people are no longer
personally, I think really cool and effective way to kill someone off.
Right.
Because it was a super powerful scene, I thought. But like everyone's throwing a fucking hissy fit. I didn't even know that there was such a huge cult following about the character that got killed to bring said person back in, which is stupid. Rick. Hey, no, don't say that, Mike. Pick that up.
Ruin it for everybody.
Oh no.
He just went to sleep mode.
Oh.
Your lights are still on. Lip sync shifts.
Okay, sorry. We had to start the recording over because somebody decided to say the name of the character that we were talking about aloud, so we had to cut that.
You said it. I said.
But anyway,
I think I know who you're talking about.
There's a petition on Facebook to bring said person back to life,
which would make no
sense.
Is stupid. How can they do
some
that?
Some people. Rick. I read. God damn it! Cut that out. Said person is not gonna come back. Shut up.
There's no way they can do that.
Listen, I read like the article that they were talking about it on, and the one person was like, "Listen, we understand how film works, and there's no realistic way to bring Rick to life." But damn it, I did it! I said Rick. Cut that. Cut that.
Yeah, it's not so easy.
Okay, sorry, I fucked up again.
Oh, jeez.
But I read the article that the people were talking about it on, and the person said, "We understand there's no realistic way to bring this person back to life, but it's a movie. It's TV. You do movie magic and just make something up. Don't like
that was the petition?
Don't get rid of said character from the show. Keep in the show. Damn it! keep said person in the show.
It's gonna be so butchered.
Keep said person in the show through like flashbacks and stuff. Like tell us more about the character or whatever." And I'm like,
why?
Whatever.
You mean
no.
like?
Do you really need to know more about this character? Yeah. The character that didn't really have much going on before the show started. Like.
I was gonna bring up Boondock Saints. I don't know if that's a spoiler. It's pretty old.
How's it a spoiler?
With how they did the second movie with the character that died the first movie.
Yeah, how's that? It's an old movie.
Okay, let's talk about this. I don't think I saw the second one.
They have flashbacks of
fuck,
I'm gonna say it because it's years old. Rockwell.
Yeah,
they had flashbacks of him the whole movie. Like
right.
He's dead.
Yeah.
But they kept him in the movie because he was in flashbacks and like in a vision that they had when they were fucked up.
But I don't really want The Walking Dead to take up time telling me about characters that are dead. I don't care. They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead. They're
you
no
gave
longer
me
important.
Yeah, and I don't want to know more about the character. They are dead.
I think the fact that The Walking Dead fans seem really spoiled because like they kill off main characters and then they have a fit.
Yeah.
But that's
God
also part
if
of the
they kill
show.
Daryl Dixon, you know.
Yeah, they have a thing. They have T-shirts made that say, "If you kill Daryl, we riot." Is what it says. But listen, all I want is to make sure that if you kill off a character, I want it to be a good death. which The Walking Dead doesn't seem to have a good fucking grasp on.
No.
They like to kill off characters in really shitty ways.
I was very disappointed with how a certain character was killed off last season.
Okay, I think we can do... okay, listen, if you give a shit about The Walking Dead or whatever, you can skip through this part. We'll put, like, an annotation or whatever to let you skip past The Walking Dead stuff. But, go ahead. Who are you talking about?
Herschel, when he gets his...
Oh, Jesus. He gets cleaved in the neck with a sword, and then got his whole head ripped off, and then he was still a zombie.
Then his zombie head got destroyed.
Yep. I was really pissed off at... I don't know the man who writes that show. I mean, I know him. I've seen him. But I don't know him personally. But he seems like someone who doesn't understand certain things. No. Because after that whole episode where they showed... the episode where they killed off the governor. He was like, no, yeah, I like to do this thing where when I kill off a character... If it's, like, a really bad person, I want it to be, like, a really awesome, like, death. And if it's a good person, I want them to have a really shitty death. And also, like, you know, everyone got some really good shots in on the governor, which was cool. Everyone got their revenge on him. And I'm like, you call Rick getting his ass getting revenge? I don't think so. No. Rick got his ass whooped. And I'm like, that's the one point where I was like, give me something. Let me feel happy that he's dead. They kill him off, and who do they give the kill to? This shitty fucking side character that they just established 2 episodes ago.
Right, yeah.
She walked up and she's like, you killed my whatever daughter. And I'm like, this is stupid. That's stupid. Give it to Rick or give it to Michonne, but don't give it to a character that I don't give a shit about. Is that character even in this fucking Set on Fire or something? The girl, the woman that was with the governor before and then ended up
I'm not
killing
sure
her.
what happened to her. I think she died.
In, like, the plague episodes or whatever.
Something, yeah.
Where everyone was dying of the plague or whatever the fuck. Everyone got super sick. Alright, and done talking about The Walking Dead. Now we can move on.
I can come back now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So what are we going to talk about now?
Did he have a topic after the
about
Hobbit?
a
We didn't really
Halo
finish
movie.
the Hobbit.
Oh, we didn't even start.
Mine was about the Hobbit book.
You just wanted to discuss about the book, yeah.
Anyway, JD, what about the Halo movie?
Yeah, so no one read the original script for the
film? Is this the Halo film that was supposedly going to be done by...
yeah, like a while ago.
By what's his name?
Oh, it was bad.
Vin Diesel's supposed to be Master Chief.
I don't remember.
Who's the guy? Who's this? Who was it?
I'm thinking, I think Spielberg, because that was
Spielberg,
yeah. That's supposed to be the series.
Well, he's doing something else.
He was going to do it.
Too. Oh, that got canceled?
Yeah, he stepped out. Wow. He was like, I don't want to do this anymore because I'm worried that I'm going to fuck it up.
Oh, really?
And everyone's going to hate me.
If that's the reason.
I don't know if that's a rumor or not.
I can understand that.
That's what I saw in the articles where he was like, yeah, I can't do this. People are going to tear me a new asshole if I fuck up this movie.
Yeah.
So you're opening up the script right now?
If I can find it. I forget where I found it.
Didn't you say that new thing they did was...
Nightfall? Butt? Yeah, it was major butt.
Major butt?
I didn't like
it. It was butt out of 10.
Butt out of 10, so at least 2.
That one Spartan got the titanium sucked out of him.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Spartan's bones were infused with titanium.
Can we use a different metal other than titanium?
That's what was...
Adamantium?
Spartans were Wolverine. Okay?
Can we... I know that this is, like, years and years late to bring up, but I'm going to bring up how much... No, I'm going to bring up how much... Oh, don't get me started on fucking Deadpool. Deadpool's another one of those fucking characters that I just told you about. He's one of those characters that was written by a motherfucker who doesn't understand.
He's with death or something.
Yeah, and he's like, him and Death are in a relationship or some bullshit.
That's weird. I didn't know about that.
Hot, I think. I don't remember.
Is that one chick that they posted a picture of where she had like no pants on or something?
I don't know.
I remember.
But it's stupid. He's one of those characters, and they're like, "Oh, you don't understand. That's the point of him. He breaks the fourth wall." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's a stupid character."
I was bringing up Deadpool in the Wolverine origin movie, which was worse.
Yeah, where people are like, "Oh, you fuck yeah," where it's fucking Wolverine. They killed him off, and on the cover of the second, it's a 2-parter. First one is Wolverine being all dead or whatever. Second cover is fucking Deadpool cleaving through dudes with swords and guns and shit. And who does he have on his fucking back? Captain America. Not Captain America like cool Captain America. old man Captain America because every other superhero has been murdered in this alternate universe, and it's just Deadpool and old Captain America. So he's like this old, brittly old man with a cane riding piggyback on fucking Deadpool as he's like cleaving through dudes, and they're going to save the world or something. I'm like, this is a stupid concept. This is stupid. Look at this cover. That's stupid.
Well, and they found a way to bring every character they killed back, except for Uncle Ben. He's the one Marvel character that has not been brought back from the dead.
I have absolutely no idea what you were talking about with that title. I was talking about the movie, the Wolverine Origins movie, where it was really shitty and the katana arm blades and stuff.
Yeah.
But going back, I don't know. I like Deadpool just because of the fact he's a parody of Deathstroke. And if you anything with Deathstroke, you're just like, ugh, I fucking love that. Anyway.
I'm anticipating the movie. I like Ryan Reynolds.
I think the movie was good. Just
I saw the animated thing that they released a while ago.
Thing that was supposed to be
pretty funny.
They confirmed him that the movie's happening now.
Yeah, and that he's playing Deadpool.
Right. But yeah, what were we talking about before Deadpool popped in?
Spartans getting their titanium sucked out of their bones, and you
right. And I was gonna go back a few. What are we at?
We're at like maybe a half hour.
Really?
Yeah.
We hit half hour.
20 minutes
already?
was the first clip. 10 minutes was I was waiting to see 10 minutes.
Okay. Let me say this real quick, and then we'll be done. I know that I'm years late, but I want to bring up how much I fucking hate Avatar.
Which one?
Oh, both of them. But I'm specifically talking about Blue Space Monkey Avatar.
Oh, okay.
I liked the movie, but I want to point something out.
Unobtainium?
Unobtainium. Listen, motherfucker. That isn't... I want everyone to understand how shitty of a fucking writer he is. Unobtainium is the name of metal, or like an object, the thing in your script before you come up with a name. That's a writer trick. You're writing your script, right? And you're like, their characters are after something, but I don't have the name for it yet. It's a placeholder. You type in unobtainium. Everyone knows that. Every writer knows that. He kept it in his fucking movie. He stole it from everyone. It was like a public usage thing.
Oh, so
now
a lot of
it
people
is.
did that.
A lot of people use that as a placeholder and then replaced it later. He fucking kept it. Unobtainium, the thing that is unobtainable and unobtainable. And he fucking kept it in the movie.
But is it worse than Transformium? From the newest Transform movie.
The
metal
is
Transformium?
I never watched the movie, but the metal.
Transformium.
That was the world metal.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that was the name of the metal.
That's what it was called.
Transformium. That's from the new movie, or is that old canon?
No, that's.
I was really upset with the Dinobots.
I didn't even see the third one, let alone the newest one.
Well, everyone.
Transformium, everyone.
Unobtainium. Transformium.
Holy shittium.
Holy shittium. All right. Well, this has been the DtermiNATION podcast. We thank you for listening to us ramble on and on about things that have been happening recently. And we'll see you on the next episode where we talk about personal matters. Wow. Goodbye.